I belong to a very middle class family. My dad, though an ITN, never sort of thought of exploiting that, and he worked in a government sort of setup for about 20 years. And something that you relate to is that my IEEE rank was 14,000, my state rank was 1400, my CAT percentile was 99.53 and 99.73. And so yeah, I have been a bit of a nerd all my life because I belong from a Bengali household, and in Bengali household there are basically two things that you're supposed to do. Either you are going to be extremely good at academics or you're going to be extremely good at literature. So my parents and all my chachas, mamas and all my extended family, they were all engineers. And I remember when I was in sixth or seventh, there's this extremely misleading coaching institute come correspondence course which is called as Brilliant Tutorials. How many of you have heard about that? So when I was in sixth, my parents got me a huge stack of books which said Target IIT. And I was in sixth standard. So I started studying to get into IIT when I was in sixth standard. So I started preparing 6 years before that exam actually came. So my destiny was pre-decided by my parents and by my role models, which were basically my family. That I used to think that everybody in my family is an engineer or a doctor, and they don't start with it. So probably they're doing well in that sense. If somebody would have told me that why don't you become a writer, or why don't you become somebody like an ad filmmaker, and I would have said that I don't know anybody who is a writer or who is an ad filmmaker, so I probably not do that. So that's why I started studying for IIT when I was in sixth standard. As stupid as I was, I could not get through IIT. But I did get through Delhi College of Engineering, and that's when my engineering degree started and my engineering journey started. And I remember the very first day of my engineering college when my parents said, "यार IIT तो वही, तो अब IIM तो जाने पड़ेगा." IIM तो हो ही जाएगा, तो इतना भी मुश्किल तो नहीं होगा because it's all math and qualitative aptitude and what not. I said, no, I get through IIM. So for my first exam in my life, I started preparing when I was in sixth standard for 6 years, and then I prepared for 4 years to get through an IIM entrance examination. So my life has been that, which is something I'm sure a lot of you feel, because when you were in probably 8th or 9th, you took the decision that I want to be an engineer, and you probably took the decision because you did not have role models in your life. If you had to do something else, कोई सामने होना चाहिए that okay, this is the guy who belonged to my city and then he went on to become this. Probably I can follow his footsteps and get there. I did not have that luxury of having those role models. So I had a very clear vision in my head that okay, engineering is something that I'm going to do, and then management is something that I'm going to do if I fail in engineering. So it was a very clear path that is defined in front of us, and I'm sure in front of you guys as well. But one thing also happened when I was in sixth standard. I think Salman Rushdie's satanic verses got banned during that time. And my parents, being the Bengalis that they were, they got me a printout of the book. Imagine a Salman Rushdie book being given to me when I was in sixth. But they told me that read this book and tell us what you learn. So that was 1996, and now we are outraging about the AIB roast. So 14 years and we have gone back in time. So yeah, that happened, and so I was always into books. I used to read them even though I did not understand them, because I clearly remember you can't understand a Salman Rushdie book unless you are like 18, 19. I remember the first book that I read was Satanic Verses. There was a word on the first page called defenestration. Now defenestration means throwing somebody out of the window. And I was like, he could just have used, he threw him out of the window, right? But then big writers use big words. But I was always interested in books, and I started to write when I was in college. In my second year, I started to write, and every guy does everything that he does for one simple reason, is to get girls. So I started writing because at that point in time there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter. Orkut had just started to come up, so I maintained a blog. And a blog is whatever happened during the day. You put an interesting spin to it. You write a blog post down, you upload it, people read it. So I used to be a very prolific blogger. I used to put up a blog or two every day. But then I wasn't very serious about it. People used to say, why don't you write a book about it? And I had the same answer. यार writer का career नहीं होता, which is true कि नहीं होता इंडिया में. So I used to say that I don't want to take it seriously. I do not want to live in delusions. I want to be an engineer or a management grad who has a very secure, safe life. So I did not do anything about my writing until about the time that I gave my CAT exam. Now CAT exam I gave, I thought that I had done well, but then the other students who came here, तो मुझे 60 क्वेश्चन किया, मैंने तो 80 किए. So I got really tense. I thought, the only way to beat these guys is to make my resume very, very heavy. And now, how do I make this heavy? Because my parents were of the opinion that, we had told them to read Hindu and Business Standard and Economic Times. I hadn't read any of those. So I thought, why don't I write a book, get it published, and maybe the interviewers will be very impressed that, okay, this guy is not only very nerdy, but he also writes books. So with that motivation, I wrote a book, and I didn't even tell my parents. So my parents used to live in Doha, and I wrote that book. The book got published, and I really thought that the book will go out of print after the first print run. My parents used to come back to Delhi, and some family friend used to tell them that there's this guy, this author by the name of Durga Ratta. Has your son started writing books and everything? So my parents used to ask me that who is the Durga Ratta? And I'm like, there's some other Durga Ratta might be writing books. Because my first book was very scandalous. I did not want to, spill all the secrets to my parents that, this is what I do when you're not at home. So that's how I wrote my first book, and I really thought that, the book will go out of print. But that book helped me get into a management college, and I entered it. And the minute I entered it, my publisher said that, your first royalty check is due. And my first royalty check was a lot of money. It was like 7-8 lakh rupees, which was huge for me. It meant like I could pay for my own education and do not have to take a loan. But even then, I was playing very safe. That, even if the first book worked, it does not mean that I'm a writer. So what I said was, okay, fine. This money comes in, I spend it, but I still give all my attention to my management studies. And that's what I did. And MBA and Gurgaon was a very controlled place. Everybody, like in engineering, you can still get away with being a little slack because the difference is probably of 50,000-60,000 rupees in annual remuneration. But when you go to India, there are people who get placed for 40 lakhs and you will get placed for 12, and you're not like that, even if he's your friend. So that is what I was faced with. That do I go this MBA way where I took marketing, and I knew that marketing is all about writing huge answer sheets, and I was good at that. They used to weigh your answer sheet, whichever is heavier, you score more marks. I was very good at marketing. You just have to write. But I still thought, that concentrating on a management degree would give me more, and I pushed back writing. But my publisher really got frustrated and said that, your first book is doing very well. Even if you publish a book with blank pages, it's going to sell. So please do that. So then I thought that, okay, I don't mind, it's extra pocket money. I'll just write a book. I would not care about what I'm writing, but I'll just write a book. So I wrote Now That You're Rich. How many of you have read that shitty book called Now That You're Rich? I think it's one of the worst books ever written. And I just wrote because I wanted to pocket money. So I wrote that book, and that book worked as well because my first book was a big hit, and everybody who bought the first book bought the second book, and it worked. My publisher called me up again and said that, write another book. I said, fine, more money. Let's write another book. And this went on for 2 years, and I had written 5 books, each one worse than the other. Because I was more interested in securing that MBA job that I would get after 2 years. And I also thought writing is probably, a pocket money thing, here today, gone tomorrow. So I was more interested in my MBA thing. So now in MBA colleges, your interviews happen over 3 days. So day 0, all the big companies come in, like PLG and American Express, and all these companies come in, and they offer you huge packages like 18 lakhs, 19 lakhs, something, plus incentives. So the first company that came in was PNG, and PNG has a very strict protocol that we only take 3 rounds of interviews. After that, we take the students or reject them. So I went to the interview, 1 round happened, 2nd round happened, 3rd round happened. I was very, very confident कि अब तो हुए. But then the fourth round happened, the fifth round happened, there were other students who were